Is there something I need to learn in this life from these characters about their empowering qualities?
So excited for Disenchanted. What was it like reuniting with Amy, James, and Patrick so many years later?
It was beautiful. It was terrific. It was in Ireland, near Dublin mostly. So it was a fairy tale within a fairy tale. And honestly, to be fly on the wall while Amy was working was pretty awesome. I knew her back then, but I've since in all these years become a super fan of hers, and I love her, and I can see why she is as successful as she is. She's talented, but she also brings this incredible grace and joy to the set. James Marsden and I have remained friends through the years, and we just have a blast. We have a song together, and we get to be really silly and fun, and so it was great, and I'm excited for people to see it.
And is it true your character finally has a big solo number?
Yeah.
What was that like? About time.
Yeah, well, it's Stephen Schwartz, who's like my fairy godmother when it comes to musicals. For anyone that doesn't know out there, he wrote Wicked. So he wrote it with Alan Menken, and it's this incredible song and a really important integral moment in the story. And I feel really lucky for them to have written something like this for me.
How long has there been conversations about the sequel? Or when was like the first time you heard about maybe they'll do a second film?
A couple of years ago, it's been in the works. Yeah.
And as a Broadway star, I mean, it was Patrick Dempsey's first time singing. What was that like hearing him? And did you give him any advice at all?
He had a blast. He was so happy. He tap danced, I think. And he was great. He was just a song and dance man, I think, that's what was so much fun. It really harkens back to an old-fashioned kind of movie musical for everyone. And that's a testament to Adam Shankman, the director, who's done a lot of great musical movies. And so I don't give advice like that. I just, if anything, I just try to impart the idea that everybody has it in them, and he should just be himself and enjoy the moments, and know, especially in film, we can fix anything if we make a mistake. So we might as well just take risks and go for it.
And are you excited at all about a possible Frozen 3? Any conversations with that?
I haven't heard anything about that, but of course I would be, because it's my family, and it's been one of the greatest gifts in my life. And I would love to just step back into Elsa's shoes. So we'll see what happens.
And Cinderella, a lot of people have played the evil stepmother, but what did you want to personally bring to that character?
Well, I mean, the women that have played this character before, some of my heroes. So I figured, try to go a different way. And with Kay's interpretation of the story, Kay Cannon, we're playing with the tone of it and modernizing it and stepping away from the archetypal kind of idea of the straight ahead evil nemesis. And she, I think, allowed for both of us to really explore the idea that, there's always another side to the story, and that people experience pain and trauma in their lives, which can often lead to why they're acting out in such a way. And whenever there's a character like that, I think I really gravitate to those characters where they're misunderstood in some way. And if you peel away the layers, you see sort of why they act the way they act.
So, I mean, you've played, villains, you've played, Elsa, you kind of touched on it, but is there a way you kind of decide on what roles you want to play? Is it more fun to play more of an evil character, or do you see them as a positive thing as well?
That's one of those chicken or the egg questions where, I look back on my life and my career and I see these incredible characters that I've been asked to play. And I wonder, what am I bringing to the situation that maybe attracts these characters to me? Is there something I need to learn in this life from these characters about their empowering qualities or their willingness to be vulnerable? So I just feel really lucky to have these kind of characters in my life, because quite often they speak to something that I need to learn or work on in my personal life, where I need to embody that kind of confidence and power, or learn how to remain vulnerable in a situation at the same time and human. And so humanizing these often misunderstood characters feels real to me and important. And I just feel lucky that they resonate with a multitude of ages and people's experiences. That's just been a gift that I've received out of all these characters: Elphaba, Elsa, this Vivian, the stepmother, as you'll see coming up. It's a privilege to be able to play a character that not only is fun to play, but ends up really resonating with people in a very deep way.
And Wicked, my favorite musical of all time. What do you miss about playing Elphaba? And if you had to choose, what is your favorite song? Defying Gravity or Let It Go, would you say?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I know that's the thing I was trying to say, is I never get the chance to miss them, because one, I get to sing and embody these characters all the time when I'm on the road and I'm on stage and I'm performing the music. So that's the gift that I have, is I get to keep singing these songs. And every time I sing them, they expose a different thing that I have to work on in my life, or there's someone in the audience that I'm singing to that I feel needs to hear the song, whether it be Let It Go or Defying Gravity. It's just, it's something that I'm so proud of, and I feel so lucky to have that. And so they're always with me, I guess is what I'm saying, because I'm asked to be this role model. They're also always with me because sometimes I don't feel like the perfect role model. And as I'm getting older and I'm a mom and I'm imperfect, I need these songs to help remind me of that it's okay to be vulnerable and fallible. And it's actually a good segue to this partnership that I had with Rice Krispies, which actually was a really organic, natural fit for me, because they're doing this wonderful campaign where they're showing so much love and support to parents during this time where we're going back to school, and we're all kind of filled with anxiety, I think. I mean, I know I am, about what's to come and what's best for our kids and for us. And they have this great thing where you can enter, and if you win, you get these great parenting journals they made, and you get a year's supply of Rice Krispies treats. And the best thing is that if you're one of those parents that likes to write notes to your kids in their lunchbox, which I do because I have to be with my son at all times of the day, they have these great wrappers where you can put a little love letter to your kid. And it's just, I think that what they're doing is just asking us as parents to really try to listen to our kids and, to really figure out what they're needing, what they need, and if they need to be heard and what that is. And I know as a parent whose 11-year-old son constantly says I cut him off and I answer for him all the time, I need to practice that myself, to just stop and listen to him instead of trying to fix everything.